They told us the stars were dead rocks. They told us the gods were myths. They told us the skies were empty, but something's returning, and it's not what they said. This is not just another comet. This is not just a piece of ice and dust drifting through space. This is 3 Atlas, and it's not natural. It's ancient, it's encoded, it's intentional, and it may be the final key. They called it interstellar, but that's just code for off-grid. It didn't come from our solar system. It wasn't created by this sky, and it's not bound by this orbit. It entered from the dark, from a place the watchers don't speak of. NASA called it 3I, the third interstellar object, but the name Atlas was not random. In myth, Atlas held up the sky. He carried the heavens, he bore the weight of the firmament.
You know me, I be
What does it mean when Atlas returns? This is...
Welcome, beautiful soul star majesties. I'm gonna start by setting my intentions. The highest up at all costs, my DNA is restored, activated, transformed, transfigured. I will oneness of the divine family. It's not negotiable. Your presence is raw. Some of you need to be heard. You need to be seen. You carry coherence. You know, real talk. Every time I make a post about if I should go live, Dreamwalker's always there. I gotta be honest. That's why some of y'all are teaching me loyalty. Some of y'all are teaching me love and respect. Shooting star. For real. Trina. Dreamcatcher said, Dreamwalker said, same here. I say for real. You're teaching me how to love properly. How to heal properly. It'd be a lie to say otherwise, right? King Rose of the Rainbow Tribe, I was a kid, come alive. Trina said I needed this for real, for real. I say, by power. I say, come on in, anchor in. Anchor in, baby. Anchor in. Legendary Codex transmission, the universal lighthouse. It ain't easy, but you're not here for what is easy. It takes great diligence, great awareness. Ooh, what's this? Great responsibility, great stewardship, devotion, love. All the things that you are more than enough. You are more than enough. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You know that intellectually. You know that chemically. You know that. Son of a bitch. That took a lot of growth. The Universal Lighthouse Part 2. The Universal Lighthouse Part 2. The harmonic field. Very easy to say. It's another thing to do. The missing frequencies. More in particular, the hydrated masculine, the magnetic current. This is about radical embodiment. Not theory, but vibration. Not doctrine, but direction. Direction. This is your body remembering. You're remembering its divine technology. The harmonics of the ship, the pulse of the space. Ooh. The pulse of the space, that's you too. You're the ship and the space. Ain't that a bitch? You had to learn that. So this is the harmonics of the ships, the pulse of the space, and the rhythm of life that is moving through form. People want to skip the form part, but that's important. That form took development, took structure, took devotion, took discipline. That form came out of just a mental body. It came out of just a metaphor brought into life. That took development, just like a baby being born into this reality. It took a whole process. It's a beautiful thing. Again, I'm not here kicking escapism. I'm here kicking empowerment, strength, power. Yep. You are the cosmic ark. We are the water, we are the fire, Ashe. Where there's fire, there's what, family? That's right, there's power. That's not like a religion thing. I keep saying that for a good cosmic anchor to remind us that you have fire and water. Yes, water is life, fire is power, and you have both within you. The question is, where are you residing today? You are the coherence between heaven and earth. I put together some things to explain the frequency that you're in. This is not a personality. This is a frequency language. So listen up. If you resonate with your boy, if you resonate with this Ronin star seed, star commander, one of the last of its kind, I put together a frequency language for all of us. Check it. Ready? This is the codex of this level of embodiment that we're in now. 1, I got the super soaker. You're a super soaker. You're a super soaker and you hydrate souls. You bring hydration to souls. You are no longer chasing attention. You are literally restoring connection. You hydrate deserts of disconnection with the storm of your presence. People don't get wet because of you. They come alive in your field. You are rain after a drought. You are the spirit in motion, the flood that reintroduces the breath to the barren. Tell me that ain't hitting. Listen, what does that mean? It means you are not just seductive, you are restorative. Being around you is restorative. Being around you causes a regenesis. That's not a little thing. Your currents carry life. You are the rain that revives the world. That's called the super soaker. You're super soaking, hydrating souls. You're in this next level. Ready? Next word. Big Daddy energy. You're in solar stability. Your presence speaks structure. It's not about dominance. It's about direction, directive. It's the sun that warms without burning, commands without shouting. You hold peace like gravity. Welcome, Miranda. And people love to orbit because your field feels like home. Welcome, welcome. Listen, these aren't personalities. I'm not talking about myself. This is an energy language of what you've been holding. Do you hear me? This is a codex of your embodiment, frequency language. This ain't a Corey show. Yes, of Trina, this is what you're carrying. Dreamwalker. You're literally a super soaker hydrating souls. You're in solar stability. That's not just a cute word. Solar stability is a real thing, okay? You're not out here trying to go on a soul retrieval. You're going to see it in my live, okay? Like earlier today, I was on the live and someone shot a wicked arrow of poison and I was able to deflect it because I was stable. I couldn't always say that. So I want to tell you right now, solar stability is that's a big thing. You carry big daddy energy, especially while we're riding out in this underworld. What does that mean in translation? That means your divine masculine is fully coherent. It is here to protect. It's the architect, the sun in human form. You attract because you anchor. That's that solar stability, the BDE, the big divine energy, the big daddy energy. These are the upgrades, ready? You're getting people wet just by the thought of you. I mean that quite literally. Quite literally. Your psyche is off the chizarts. And it's not because of fantasy, it's because of your beautiful frequency. Your presence awakens memory, a primordial part of people that probably doesn't get seen. A very real deep aspect. Woo, when they're around you, it just gets activated. It just gets activated. You remind souls what aliveness feels like. You make people want to live again. That's not a little thing. That's real fucking superhero shit, bro. This is real superhero shit. This is what you do on the regular. You get people's minds so wet just by the thought of you. You hydrate souls. You got the nectar of the gods, big stepper. And you're walking through this underworld not like you ever have before. You are big stepping through, Overlord. You're not in the atoms anymore. You're out of the tomb. Now you're walking through elements. You're walking through fire. You're walking on water. You're that motherfucker. You're the stillness in the storm. What does that translate to? You're an activator of vitality, not just lust. You hear me? You're so intimate. You're so deep. Your frequency awakens those dormant DNAs. Because you're hitting on a psychologically deep ass level. Yeah. Fucking, you're ascended master mystic. You study the mysteries. And now, see, a lot of us had heart. We didn't have so much earthly intelligence. But now our intellect is so fucking sharp. It's like, try me, bitch. You had me when I was fragmented. You had me when I was younger. Now we're developed. Now we got more structure, more intellect. Your intellect, it's not so much sharp to win. That's a polarizing word, but it's sharp to see. You fly close to the sun. You read energy before the words. You're annoying to be around. Because you make people come correct. You read energy before words and you decode subtle senses, subtle timelines. You play 12-dimensional chess with grace. You do it well. With depth, hypnotic. And you do more with charm. Ever could. Mind of a mystic, heart of a strategic, and awareness of magnetism. Listen. Solar dripping energy, the inner sun is online. Your shine is self-sourced. That's a problem that someone, for someone that wants to control you, you are self-sourced. You're self-erected, self-governed. Your confidence drips like gold because it is born of the shadows and transmuted into light. Yeah. You don't absorb attention, you radiate your own coherence. The room shifts temperatures when you arrive, and you know that's true. You fucking know that's true. You carry true charisma, and it's very luminous. And it was birthed from your own alchemical inner alchemy. You have your own little love potion. You hear me? Love potion number 9. You're like a soul quake. Call to the universe. You need to know this, Star Command. You need to know when you move, the grids listen. When you breathe, constellations tremble. By now, a lot of us, listen, we know this, but I'm still going to talk universal. Okay? I understand we got some graduates up in this bitch. You know what I mean? I get it. But this is a lot of the things that you've developed and you've matured as a soul. And this could have been like 8 to 12 years. It could have most recently felt like 3 months within 8 to 12 years. It's like zoop. You did like 7 lifetimes. You did a lot more than you think. Anyways, listen. When you move, the grid listens, and you know this. Your manifestation is not an act. It is natural. Yes, it's natural. It's a natural reaction of reality to your own coherence. In translation, you don't manifest, you magnetize through your beautiful clarity that you've been Terra Novaing. Right? It's been wild. It's been like Jumanji. It's been epic. How about that? Because you're closing out cases faster than the average bear. I'm telling you straight up, but don't get realer than what I just said. You've been time jumping since you started. Time is the distance between two spaces. And if you've been like a strong-ass salmon streaming upstream, hard body, if you're on my timeline, they didn't see your bud because you were so rooted. You had to reroot. You went underground. And now you're sturdy as a bitch. And now you don't manifest, but you magnetize through clarity. That clarity. That's what you were Terra Novaing for. The Gaia. Not only are the panties wet, but the whole body. You don't just stimulate, you awaken. Your energy reboots people's nervous system. Your energy reboots people's nervous system. People feel safe around you. It could be a trigger for a lot of people because you activate sensuality. Sensuality ain't that high on the spectrum, but for the area you're in, you're like the walking dead. You're a living being amongst the dead. You're carrying that ooey Louie. You carry safety, sensuality, and sacredness all in one current. You carry such a beautiful harmonics, the primal harmonics. That's why you're able to hit on such a deep psyche level. That's why you a super soaker out here. You in there, soul quake level deep. Psychologically deep, getting people, not just people, but the whole body drenched, the soul hydrated. Think I'm playing? I'm not playing. You're bringing water to ancient Egypt. You can say pre-matter, make it matter. You're fully etheric, androgynous, coherent, holistic arousal through your remembrance. Some of us do it every day. Every day. Because you don't just stimulate, you awaken. Your energy reboots people's nervous system. It's a G-check. You G-check people. When they see you, you carry life and death. That's how divinely orchestrated your life is. You're an oracle. You carry harmony. You carry the first harmonic resonance. Some of us had to learn what time is. We had to learn what space is. Not because we were slow, but because we were so advanced, we had to come down to the very atom. Don't get it confused. There's a big ass difference. You don't just stimulate. You're getting more than panties wet. You're drenching the body in the omega field. You're causing a soul quake. You don't just stimulate people, you awaken their ass. Not everyone's ready for that level, but it's not about them. There is no them. It's about you. It's about you. You caused the distortion in the field. You did. Everybody innately felt it. But that's not here or there. You are a total coherence, a holistic arousal through your own remembrance. That's why, Big Stepper Overlord, you're going to be walking on water because you've mastered the fucking elements. You didn't lose your identity. You're totally aware and how to transmute these energies. And then you're going to be walking through fire with coherence. You've mastered the dual mastery. You a big stepper out here. You got your emotions and your passions under command, and it is felt. You're surfing the storm. Chaos bends around you. Imagine them trying to spray the fucking skies and cause people's fucking souls to go on ice, and all of a sudden a blimp in the radar comes off and you're an annoying motherfucker. You're annoying. You're a glitch in the system. (1033) portal energy. Knowing what it means to say primordial in the primordial fields. Your presence is law. Let alone when you speak your truth, that piercing. And that's not feelings or your belief. I'm not waiting for your acceptance. What the fuck is that? That's not even at the heart. That is universal absolute truth. That's the absolute truth, and a real one would appreciate that because that's all we ever wanted. So now we can build on absolute shit. And that's why a lot of us are going to be revealed during this time. Ashe, non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. You're the cornerstone that got rejected, ended up being a real one, son. You have grown so far in a short period of time. How we doing tonight, guys? We doing good? I'm vibing. How we doing? You know your coherence is 3, right? It's a womb. It's a world. You don't enter spaces, you create whole ass ecosystems. Your energy is architecture, literally. Son of... Your living environment, a biosphere of frequency. The Scorpion King. The Sacred Alchemist. You can also call it the Scary Alchemist. Told you we gonna be riding out through the underworld. Mastering the lower realms, the initiated one. You have fucking eaten your shadow and made them medicine. You walk as proof that the darkness can be whole. That's why power obeys you, because you met its root. That's true mastery comes from integration, not fucking avoidance. You're living proof. And your coherence, which is 3, which is trinary, no longer binary, trapped in a labyrinth. Your coherence is proof. Your coherence is a womb. It's a world unto itself. People around you, they feel, ooh, yeah. Soul throb. See, heart throbs end at attraction, but soul throbs begin remembrance. There's a lot of you, upon meeting me, hearing my voice, it sparked a remembrance in your soul. Every one of you is a soul throb. Soul throb. You radiate solar energy. You shake ancient memory, awaken. You don't just stimulate it. You awaken that bitch. Your energy is reactive. Nuclear nova. You move DNA, not just emotions. Your energy revives ancestral codes. I know it's true. Dreamwalker said, yes, you are so similar. Yeah, some of us are like, we are the cornerstones. Listen, ancient founder races. You guys like that beat? I muted my words, but this is what I came up with. I will be putting this on my YouTube too. Ready? Let's go. Listen. Great spirit, great mother, great rise, a new empire, fire with the flame, light it up, great change, through the portals, outer space, rising sun. Welcome, Tony. Ashe. Feel like I could do better. I feel like I could do better. Life has been so peaceful, and I kind of miss the opposition a little bit. Now we're learning to cultivate love. It's wholly different than opposition. Anyways. Final harmonic, the living field. That is you. Listen, the Scorpion King or Scorpion Queen, sacred beloved alchemist. I'm not just saying that. I'm trying to tell you, listen to me. I don't say shit for feelings. This is, you've learned to take death, desire, destruction, all dissolved and reborn through you. You have learned to take venom into vision. You took death and made it life. It don't get any more crazy than that. You took trauma and made it inspirational, something to live for. You carry that in your essence. Your presence says resurrection in motion. People don't fear you, they feel you, because you are medicine disguised as magnetism. So when I say Scorpion King, Scorpion Queen, you are the sacred alchemist. That is the embodied alchemist, the sacred masculine who transforms shadow into life force. So in the final harmonics, the living field, this is what the universe wanted to feel through us. Waters that remembers its fire. Fire that flows like the water. The human form as divinity conductive. You are not here to ascend out of the body. You are here to bring heaven into it. You are the lighthouse of light and heat, the missing harmonics. Ashe. I want to end on some decrees. Then I'm going to restart the live and chill. Listen. First decree is I am sovereign. I reclaim my power. I circulate clarity and coherence through all nodes. I transmute shadow into radiance. I integrate all streams of light and frequency into my being. I release what no longer serves me. I anchor the new human consciousness into the planetary grid. I shizzle. I honor my heart, my mind, my body, my soul.
This transmission, Soul Star
Roar.
Majesties. If your heart is moved to
I roar
support
in
this
truth
mission,
and activating
come on,
collective
support the
ascension.
mission. Love offerings, Ashe.
I am the bridge,
Much
the
gratitude.
lighthouse, the living architecture of creation. Ashe. So it is, so shall be. I am whole, I am power, I am light. I rise forged in my throne and unshakable. Listen, you know these words, what they literally mean. You are embodied sovereignty. Ashe, much love, guys.